It's Toma time! What is going on, guys? Toma Tales here, and today I want to bring you another video that will help you in your life, especially if you are younger, such as, myself. People who are younger, people who are trying to find themselves, and people who are struggling with, their own identity and knowing where they want to go and who they want to be. So, today's topic is how to not be intimidated by other people, how to be an alpha alone, how to not need to be popular in order to be confident in yourself. And that is really, really hard to do. And I'm going to give a lot of my personal experience on this because, I didn't deal with it when I lived in Germany, but if you don't know, I moved from, Germany to America at like 14, 13 years old. And that transition was very hard, and it basically, I wasn't popular in school. I went from being, really cool and popular in Germany to coming to America and being like, my world was shocked that, hold on, my camera's a little fuzzy, but it's whatever. Yeah, coming to America, it was just, it's actually really fuzzy, hold on. Alright, it should be better now, but yeah, I was out in the hurricane yesterday. I live in Florida and I was recording some stuff. But yeah, let's just keep it going. So yeah, when I came to America, basically I went from popular to nothing, to kind of being a loser, kind of just losing all of my confidence and just like not knowing who I am anymore. I really lost, connection with my inner self, and once you lose confidence, you gain a lot of fear. A man who is not confident is a man who is fearful of others and fearful of society. And yeah, let me just list off some of the problems that you might be facing. And school is a big factor. Me personally, I was always really like scared of the popular kids. I was scared to be seen by them because I had no confidence, and I thought that if they see me, they're gonna be like, wow, look at this loser, he's alone in the hallway. Wow, look at this loser, he's sitting alone at lunch. Like, all these thoughts, it just always in my mind. It led me to hiding in the hallways during lunch, just never wanting to be seen by, the popular kids because they think I'm a loser and all this stuff. And I want to help you guys get past that, because I am past that, and you can get past it, because it's not fun living in fear and just, thinking of yourself as a loser and thinking of yourself as lesser than the other people just because they're popular, just because they have more friends, just because they do more common things, have more, societal norm interests, such as, basketball or something, just because they all like the same thing and you don't, doesn't make you less than them. It just makes you unique, it makes you different. And for starters, don't try and conform to what they like. Maybe if you like art, or if you like something, like card games or something, don't steer away from that just because it makes you a loser, or it makes you not normal, or it makes you an outsider. Just keep going with that, because eventually you'll find yourself in doing what makes you happy. Now, in terms of school, it is really hard to be confident when you're not one of the popular kids, when you're not accepted in your school by your peers. And so, yeah, it took me many, many, many years to be where I'm at now, to where I can be comfortable, eating lunch alone, or be comfortable with, walking in the hallways alone, or be comfortable with being in a room full of popular kids and me not hiding, me not looking away and just kind of crawling in my own corner. And so what obviously really helped me is, firstly, you need to build self-confidence. If you're not doing anything with yourself and you feel the way I'm trying to help you, feel like a loser, feel like you're not accepted, feel like other people are better than you because they're popular or whatnot, well, you're not going to make change. You can't just expect change to happen by sitting on your bed and playing video games. Firstly, you need to think what makes you confident, what will make you feel better about yourself. And you can analyze that, like, what makes you insecure when you go on social media? What makes you, what makes you jealous when you go on social media? Is it looking at someone who's better looking than you? Is it looking at someone who has more muscles than you, looking at someone that's more fit than you, looking at someone that is in a relationship? Well, think of the things that make you jealous, and those are the things you need to work on. And I'm just going to take a leap and say for a lot of you guys, it is your physique. Physique plays a huge factor in your confidence. It is like the number one thing, you know, especially for me, like the number one thing that makes you confident, that makes you feel like you are someone who belongs in this society. Because without the physical appearance of confidence, it's hard to get the mental, you know, appearance of confidence. Because, you know, if you're just like really skinny or really small or really obese, really fat, it's harder to portray confidence. It's harder to be confident, especially when you don't have friends. Because who's going to be there to tell you you're cool? Who's going to be there to tell you you're funny even though you're fat? You're funny even though you're skinny. You're funny even though you're weak. You know, there's not going to be anyone to tell you that. So the only way you can really get that confidence is by giving it to yourself, by working out, by getting inside of the gym and creating that mindset, creating your own friend within you. And that person is going to tell you, you look good. You're getting stronger. You're getting skinnier. You're getting, you know, this and that. And you need to create that own friend, because early on, you might not have any friends, and so no one's going to be able to tell you that. But if you focus on yourself and become your own friend, get in the gym, you know, go for walks, do something that you know will make you feel more confident, it'll create a friend inside of you, and that friend will always leave you, you know, with confidence, surrounded by others who usually make you, you know, insecure or, you know, scared. And yeah, I don't want you guys to be like me when I was in middle school and high school, walking around, just not living, just being afraid, just being insecure. And when you're insecure, when you're afraid, you're not happy. And when you're not happy, you spread negativity and hate towards others. And that's who I was. I was kind of hateful. I was never really happy. I wasn't outgoing because of it. I was in my own little shell. And, you know, that resulted in, you know, family issues. I was negative towards my family because I was unhappy. And a lot of you might be having those same issues of, you know, arguing a lot with your family, arguing a lot with, you know, people you shouldn't be arguing with because they don't matter, such as online people. If you're online spreading hate, spreading negativity, arguing for no reason, you are not a happy person. And I'm trying to help you become happy. And as I said, it comes through finding that friend inside of your head, because he will always be there for you. When a lot of friends you make, they won't be there for you in the long run. They'll just keep it moving, because a lot of people are not meant for you. And, you know, it's hard to find, you know, that one or two person who will always be there for you. And as long as you have that one inside of you, you will, you know, be fine. Like I said, I was scared of the popular kids. I was afraid. I was, you know, this and that. And I know a lot of other people who are not popular suffer from that. And you need to start working out. And another thing with working out is start training. Start learning how to fight. Fighting will give you confidence. Nothing else will. Nothing else will except for the gym. The gym and fighting go hand in hand. And that's two things that I have really gotten into and really sort of mastered to give myself the confidence I need to look the popular kids in the eyes when I walk in a room and not hide away from them. To look at each one of them and realize they're not better than me. They're just all the same, and I'm different. And so I want to really encourage you guys. I promise you, if you get into the gym consistently, I know that's the big issue with a lot of you guys, the consistent part. And the beginning of the gym journey is always the hardest. It's like the beginning of my YouTube journey. It's going to be the hardest because no one's giving me that, good video, man. Oh, good video. Like, when 1,000 people are telling you good video, it's that much easier to continue. And when you have a lot of muscle to show for your gym, it's that much easier to continue. But as I said, the beginning of the gym journey is the hardest. You don't have muscles. You don't have gains. You have nothing. And it might be 3 months later, 5 months later, you still have barely nothing. Same with anything you do in life. Same with my YouTube. I don't have much right now. I don't have much. But I know I need to keep going because this is the hardest time. And same for you. This is the hardest time. But you need to get past that beginning stage of the gym. Get past the beginning stage of learning how to fight. Learning how to, you know, defend yourself. And once you get past that stage, you're going to start seeing the light, the happiness, the positivity in who you are. Because you're working for something and you're standing for something. A man needs to stand for something, you know. A man needs to be able to defend himself, be able to have pride. If you have no pride in who you are, you're going to be scared of other people, you're going to be jealous, you're going to be angry, and you're not going to be happy. So really, really, please, if you're struggling with what I struggled with from middle school on to high school, take my advice, build yourself, focus on yourself. Don't worry about what the popular kids are doing. Don't worry about social media is doing, because they're doing their own thing and you need to do your own thing. A lot of people that you look up to or jealous about or envious about, you will never see them a day in your life, and they're so irrelevant, but yet you spend your whole day worrying about them when you could be worrying about yourself and, creating your best version. It's like, I have an example I want to use, of me, really just being perfectly fine being alone. It is the hardest thing for you to be the same person you are alone versus with 10 people or your friends. And all these, popular kids, they're not the same person alone than they are with their friends. With their friends, they're all cool, they're all, fearless, they're all, oh, this is, they're a whole different person. But when you get them alone, they're scared, they're intimidated, and they're not the same person because they need power in numbers. And I want you to learn how to have power in yourself. And that comes from knowing who you are and being confident in your abilities. Because if you're not confident in, if there's an altercation, it's going to lead you to being, a little intimidated. So it's really, really important. If you want to be a lone wolf, if you want to be an alpha male alone, you need to build a body where you can be confident to handle almost any situation and have the fighting skills to handle almost every situation. Because at that point, you're going to feel confident. You don't need 5 people to feel confident to be outgoing and, not be intimidated. And you just need to see these popular kids as humans. They are literally the same as you, but just with different interests. And when life moves on, they're not going to be popular anymore. They're probably just going to have a normal job like you. They're nothing special. And so just stop being, don't be intimidated by them. Just know that alone, they're the same as you, probably even weaker because they can't be alone. They're not used to it. All they're used to is, being in their little, group of friends and making fun of others and being all powerful. But once they're alone and you know what you can do to them, you know your capabilities, you know you can beat them up, you know you can, get revenge in a sense if they try something with you, then you'll be confident and you won't be scared of these popular kids or these bullies or anyone anymore, because you know what you're capable of, and that's all you need. I myself, I got canceled from my whole college. I went from, having a good bit of friends and always going to parties and being really cool to literally getting canceled from the whole school disliking me because I posted a video where I walked around my college and interviewed students. And a lot of people after that, after getting canceled, I'd literally have people all the time just like make fun of me. I'd walk around, they'd be like, oh, no one likes you, this and that. I literally got into a fight and almost got jumped at a party because of the video. But I never stopped. I never gave up, and I never let them tell me who I am. I never let them dictate my future. They all told me, no one likes you, you're a creep, stop YouTube, you're cringy, you're weird, like, what are you doing, you're a freak. And if I didn't know who I was at that point, if I didn't know my character and what I've worked for so long, I would have let them create my own future. I would have let them create who I am. I would have let the popular and cool kids dictate my future, and I would have stopped YouTube. I would have, stopped going to the gym. I would have stopped being seen around campus. I would have stopped, being the confident person I am. Because what they wanted is to bring me down. They saw someone who did something they would never have the guts to do. To walk around the campus and interview everyone they know. They don't have the guts to do that. They're internet warriors. They're popular amongst themselves and online, but they're not popular alone. And I did that. Just a cameraman and I, we walked around the whole campus, and they just, people see something great and they want to take you down because they're not great. And that's what happened. But to this day, I still get hate. It's been like 4 months now. I literally just had some really popular kid go into my Instagram DMs. I never talked to this kid before. He just followed me like a while ago, and I posted a new Instagram post on my vacation because I just came back from Germany. I posted the pictures and he commented under it, pussy. And I've never spoken to this kid a day in my life. I just know of him because he's popular. And I saw that, I was like, what the hell? So I slid in his DMs. I told him what it was. I told him we can meet today. And he got scared and he just ran away basically from the conversation. And what also helps when people say things to you, like, for me, what really, like, why I can just know who I am and not let their words affect me when everyone's saying the same thing about me, is because I know these people are not genuine humans. Because genuine humans would not jump to conclusions based on the trend that's going on. So many of them just hopped on the popularity trend of not liking me, so they all hopped on to be popular and like, oh, you don't like him? Yeah, I don't like him. Oh, yeah, cool, man. But I know that these people are not genuine people. I know that these people are not really real people. And so I don't care what, like, ungenuine people that, you know, don't even know me have to say about me, because they're not real. They're bots. That's how I see them. And, you know, when you see people like that and they act like that, you're worry-free and their criticism does not matter. And so I want you to have that same mindset. Don't worry about other people. Don't worry about what they're telling you, because they don't know you. They don't know who you are and they don't know what you're capable of. And so stop being afraid of the bullies. Do your thing. Build self-confidence, and eventually you will be able to go into any room no matter who's there. Camera just died, but yeah, you'll be able to go into any room and have the same confidence because you know what you're capable of. And I hope this video, you know, gave you a little bit of more awareness of what you need to do to get past the hiding in a shadow phase of your life, because it's not fun and you're not going to be happy. Think of my words throughout your daily activities, and I hope it helps you. And that's it for today guys. Toma Tales, toodaloo.